Meeting recording has started.
We can just wait 1 more minute because I know 4 or 5 people are joining now. I just called them. Just 2 minutes. Anyways, I can start with the introduction and then you can carry on, Hamza. طيب السلام عليكم everyone. يعطيكم العافية وشكرا لكم. Thank you for joining the first enablement session for Q1 of FY21. We are very excited to have you all here today. We wish we had this session in person to see you all and to shake hands and to see you face to face, but unfortunately we cannot do this at the moment. Hopefully next quarter we'll do it face to face meeting or face to face session. As you can see in the screen, we have multiple sessions going on this month. This is the first session. Today Hamza will talk about the Avaya mid-size unified communication, and in the next session Hamza also will talk about the Avaya mid-size contact center. Then we'll have another session or 2 sessions for the enterprise unified communication and contact center. So it depends which market segment you are working in. You can register and attend the sessions. Although I recommend that you attend all the sessions. It's only we made the sessions 1 hour or 90 minutes maximum, so you can attend the session and carry on with your daily activities, and not to keep you sitting for a long time attending a webinar. So I recommend that you all attend the whole sessions. So without further ado, Hamza, because we already had 15 minutes past, so Hamza will start right away with his presentation. And I have one request for you. So if you have any question, please post it in the chat. And I also please request from all of you to write your name, email, and your company in the chat section. This is very important. Please write your email, your name, and the company name in that chat section. And that's it from my end. Over to you, Hamza.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. صوتي واضح؟
السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. واضح.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
خلونا أشير البرزنتيشن. قولوا لي إذا شايفين السكرين. شايفين السكرين؟
نعم.
طيب. My name is Hamza Al-Wahbani. For who want to know about me, I am handling the mid-market sales in Middle East, Africa, Turkey. I am here to support you always in terms of sales, in terms of pre-sales, design, RFP, presentation, demo, even the technical. Just you can reach me at any time for mid-market projects, and I will forward you to the correct team. Here in the presentation, you can see my contacts, email, mobile number, so you can reach me anytime. Today, as Ali Bishara mentioned, we have series of refresh sessions. Maybe these refresh sessions will be not new for some of you, and for some of you will be new informations, but let's to recap, review what we have today in terms of Avaya mid-market solutions. The first session we have for mid-market 3 sessions. Session number 1 for mid-market UC and telephony system. Session number 2, it will be Avaya mid-market contact center, where we have 2 contact center basic, which is ACR, and advanced, which Avaya contact center select. And the session number 3, it will be for Avaya new Centrum applications, which you can sell them around the Avaya core system, enterprise or mid-market. Then let's start today with Avaya Unified Communication Solutions, Avaya mid-market especially, and the core here is IBOFfice, not Aura. Our agenda today is about the IBOFfice platform and editions. We will go through all of them. So if anyone has confused about how to differentiate between them, how to sell, which one to propose for the customers, we will fix it today. Number two, we are going to talk about the SBC, Session Border Control, and how we can use it, utilize it with IBOFfice, with SepTrunk and remote endpoint. Number three, we are going to talk about the mobility, the IX workplace, the soft phone, the desktop integration, this kind of stuff. Number three, we are going to talk about the type of conference solutions coming with IBOFfice, the audio, the ad hoc, the MeetMe, the video conference as well, and how we can utilize that, use that with IBOFfice, which is the free, which is the required license. Number three, we are going to talk about the media manager, how we can enable the call recording with IBOFfice, what kind of license we need, what kind of hardware, and how we can reach to the point where we can record all the incoming calls and the outgoing calls, and how we can filter that, which application can be used for media manager. As well as at the end of these subjects, we will convert all what we talk about in terms of IBOFfice editions, mobility, license, conference, media manager, how we can sell them in terms of subscription by only selling one license. We will talk about that and what's the benefits, what's the features of subscription, what do you need in terms of hardware, in terms of license, in terms of payment for between you and the disti and between customer and you. At the end, we will go take a trip around the Avaya new endpoint phones, digital phones, cameras, a headset. We will talk about them, like a brief about them. And this is our session today for 1 hour. I hope that will cover everything about the Avaya mid-market unified communication. Okay, try to write the questions, and at the end of this session, we will go through them. Then today, the IBOFfice is the Avaya core system for mid-market and SMB customer. You as a partner, when you go today to the customers, don't go and talk about the IBOFfice, the control unit or the telephony system. Be general. That means when you go to any customer, when you talk about the IBOFfice, give them all the features in one slide or in one Excel file. For example, today we can talk about the IBOFfice is the unified communication, which can support up to 3,000 users. These users can be digital phone or IP phone or analog phones, or it can be soft phone. These users can be connected to the IBOFfice locally or remotely, no matter. And we can connect up to 150 sites to the IBOFfice. This is the full capacity of IBOFfice. No matter what's the edition, you as a partner go to the customer, just say this kind of, and as well as if you would like to build an RFB, build the RFB depend on these informations. So we can connect up to 150 sites with IBOFfice with full high availability for voicemail, for IP endpoint, for SEP extensions, for soft phone, for web clients. As well as today, IBOFfice support built-in on the same server. If we talk about the server edition and select edition, call recording, we can record calls, concurrent calls, up to 500 calls. Just we need to build the license and use the same server. Today, IBOFfice can support you up to 1,024 SepTrunk with full solution. And every gateway, every branch can support 204 analog trunk. This is the full capacity of IBOFfice today. IBOFfice today is hybrid system which can accept digital, analog, soft phone, IP, SEP. And as well as today, IBOFfice come with built-in voicemail, mailbox, voicemail for call flow, and we can reach up to 500 incoming calls, and all of them, they can be recorded and they can listen and interact with the call flow and the voicemail. As well as today, the IP office can support up to 512 conference. That means every telephony, every soft phone in IP office can do conference, audio conference, I mean, up to 64, internally or externally. Internally, not required anything, externally required the SIP trunk, up to 500. We can repeat 64 until we reach the 512 conference call on the same time. Today, the IP office support mobility, soft phone, video call between video device and video and soft phone. Today, the IP office can support the chat between the employee, as well as today the IP office can be integrated with social media to do artificial intelligence. Today, the IP office come with SDK development kit. That means if there is any partner or developer, he would like to integrate the IP office with other applications, to integrate with his database or social media, that can be done by any of the programmer. And by the way, today we have these kind of applications. We will talk about them in the third session in the Centrum. This is as well as today with IP office, you can go and tell the customer you are ready for the future in terms of the contact center. If you would like to add a contact center, we have two kinds of contact center: basic and advanced, ACR and ACCS, and that will be in the session number 2. At the end, today we are talking about the full unified communication solution, mobility solution, video conference solution, contact center solution, and it can be on premise, on servers, on virtual machine, or it can be on the cloud. All these kind of deployment, we will talk about them today. If we go deep to talk about how what kind of mode in IP office, we have two kinds of mode. We have standard mode and we have server mode. Standard mode, which is required or mandatory, the IP office 500B2 as a gateway, as the main PBX. In the standard mode, we have three editions. We have the basic edition, which not require any license, just you can plug and play the IP office for any customer with basic and fixed configuration. You can connect only TDM phones, digital or analog, up to 100 with 64 trunk, with voicemail, with greeting message, but you cannot customize it. You cannot reach more than 100. You cannot connect any kind of IP or that stuff. That's the basic, and it's coming with built-in 2 voicemail ports, and you can increase the voicemail ports, the auto attend, up to 6 by license. But without any license, just plug and play. But the cards depend on the number of ports to connect phones and to connect analog trunk. If we go to the essential edition, it is just one license. If we bought that license with IP office, inside the SD card, the IP office 500V2 will open to reach 384 IP extension or digital or analog or SIP extensions. And the trunk, it will be open to connect 204 analog trunk or 128 SIP trunk. And as well as with Essential, you can connect between multiple branches up to 32 IP office. The license will be used to connect between IP offices is SCN or network license. And every license will give you 4 concurrent calls between 2 branches, voice over IP calls, extension to extensions. But with Essential Edition, we cannot activate the call recording. We cannot activate the Avaya IX workplace, the soft phone, the UC application. We cannot activate the high availability between the branches, the resiliency. And with Essential Edition, there is a voicemail built in up to 2 ports of auto attend, and you can increase the voicemail ports up to 6 only. That's the maximum. Then with Essential and Basic, not required any external PC or server, we can use the IP office as a tool to run 384 extensions, 204 analog trunk, and 128 SIP trunk, and connect 32 sites. And the number of extensions between all the 32 sites should not be more 1,000 extensions. Then, if we have a customer asking for more than 6 voicemail ports, or if the customer asks for call recording, or if the customer need the Avaya iX workplace, the soft phone on mobile, on PC. If the customer asks for high availability between the branches, then the only way to go and sell preferred edition. It is one license, just add that license to the SD card. That means the IB office will be open to enable the call recording, the soft phone, the high availability between the branches. But with preferred edition, we need one of these. Either we need server, that server, we are going to install in that server the voicemail Pro, which will support up to 40 board of voicemail Pro, 40 board of auto attend, 40 board of call recording, coming for free, and you can increase them by license voicemail board up to 40. That 40 board will help you to route all the calls to the greeting message. It will help you to record concurrent calls. And another application will be installed on that server, the media manager. If the customer asks for call recording, then the media manager application will be installed in that server, and we need one license media manager, and the number of concurrent calls depend on the number of voicemail boards, the auto attend boards. That means in the preferred edition, we can record up to 40 calls concurrently. And the application number 3, it is 1X application, which will manage the soft phone, because today the Avaya iX workplace as a soft phone in mobile or in PC managed by application. That application, 1X application, will be installed in that server. Then in that server, 3 applications will be installed, plus the web collaboration, which will manage the web collaboration. We'll talk about it later. But if the customer not asking for call recording, then we can sell the customer UC card. Not required to sell the customer application server. We can sell the customer UC card. That UC card only will support the voicemail Pro and the 1X, the soft phone. That's it, and the web collaboration. But if the customer needs call recording, it's mandatory to buy him a Avaya application server, or you can buy him your server, or he can use any virtual machine. Okay, that's the preferred edition. Then this is the standard mode. Standard mode, which required mandatory the IB Office 500 V2. Let's go to the server mode. Server mode, it's come with 2 editions. It comes with server edition and it comes with select edition, and both of them required server or virtual machine, or it can be the ISO image can be deployed on any storage. Then with server edition, if we put the server edition in that server will be open to connect 2000 IB extension or SEB extension, and it will accept up to 250 SEB-TRAN. And in case the customer needs the extensions, the phones, to be analog or digital, then we will bring the IB Office 500 V2. We will connect the IB Office 500 V2 with that server as a gateway to connect the non-IB phones or non-SEB-TRAN with same capacity, 384. And if we need more, we will add another IB Office until we reach the 2000 extensions. Hybrid, it can be IB or digital or analog. And with every server, with every IB Office, with every gateway, we need one server edition license. That means if we have one server edition and 4 gateways for IB Offices, we need 5 server edition license. Then, still in server edition, we can only connect 32 sites, 32 gateway. It can be servers, or it can be IB Office 500 V2 with server. The total number of branches can be connected with server edition, and with preferred edition, same, 32 IB Office. But with server edition, we don't need any kind of extra license to connect between the branches. Every server edition will handle the connectivity. Every server edition will give you up to 256, around 256 voice over IP port. But in preferred edition, we need in every IB Office SCN license or networking license, and every license will give you 4 ports, and we can reach in the preferred edition up to 128. by license. But in Surfer Edition, no need. The Surfer Edition, every Surfer Edition license will give you 2 ports of voicemail, and it will give you 256 ports of voice over IP call, SCN. No need for SCN in Surfer Edition. Then in Surfer Edition, we can connect up to 250 SIP trunk, we can connect up to 32 site, 2000 extensions can be hybrid, and we can have high availability between the primary and secondary. We'll talk about the high availability. And as well as the conference available there. If the customer asks for more than 2000 extensions, in that case, we will go for select edition. One license, you are going to put it in that server, generate, depend on the host ID, it will open the same server up to 3000 phone or 3000 user, digital, IB, analog. But for IB, not required the IB office, we can connect all of the phones to one server, all of them. But if we need to connect digital or analog phone, in that case, we need IB office. Every IB office will connect 384 to reach 3000 extensions. In Select Edition, we can connect up to 150 sites. That means we can connect one primary, one secondary, and 148 IB office in every location, in every city, in every country, or it can be on the same site. That means in IB office, we can connect between 150 locations. And we can connect up to 500 plus SIP trunk, and we can reach up to in terms of voicemail, we can reach up to 500 voicemail ports. Again, in Surfer Edition, we can reach only up to 150 voicemail ports. In Preferred Edition, we can reach up to 40 voicemail ports. In Essential Edition, we can reach up to 6 voicemail ports, same with Basic Edition. But with Select Edition, we can reach up to 500 voicemail ports. Every Select Edition or every Surfer Edition will give you 2 free ports of voicemail, and it will give you 256 SCN license. That means if we are connecting 5 branches with Select Edition, every branch will have a Select Edition. That means we have 10 voicemail ports free, and you can increase the number of license. Okay, that's the differentiate between the all editions in IB Office. At the end, we have 2 modes. We have IB Office 500B2 control unit mode, which is standard, which includes 3 editions: basic, essential, and preferred. And we have base surfer mode. Surfer mode, which required surfer, which we have 2 editions: Surfer Edition and Select Edition. That's when I talk about the subscription come only with Select mode, with Select Edition mode. Okay. Then again, if we need to connect between 150 sites in Select Edition, not required any license, like SCN, like in Preferred, we need just to put Select Edition license in every branch to reach up to 150 sites. This was a brief idea about how we can address depend on the customer requirement. For example, sometimes you come to the customer asking for call recording, but only 50 users. Yes, Essential can support 50 users, but not support call recording. In that case, we'll go to the Preferred Edition. Some customer asking for more than, for example, 200 SIP trunk. In that case, we cannot go with Preferred. We should move and jump to the Surfer Edition. Some of the customer ask for more than 32 branch to be connected together. That means we cannot sell him the Surfer Edition. We should jump to the Select Edition. Then, depend on the requirement, we have to address the correct edition. In terms of deployment, in terms of installation, in terms of what server required, yeah, we have many flexible deployment options. First option, if we are talking about hybrid, that means there is extension, there is a digital or analog phones, there is analog extensions. In that case, we need the IB Office 500B2 mandatory in the site. But if we talk about IB base, all the extensions are IB, or the trunk as SIP trunk with all applications soft phone. In that case, we can go with server base from Avaya, or the partner can sell the server if he is a partner for different brand, or if the customer has existing server, he can use them. Or we can, as well as the customer can use a virtual machine to deploy the server edition or select edition, even the application server. Just you have to take from Avaya the software only, the ISO image, go to the support.avaya.com and download it. That's it. Then it's flexible deployment, as well as if the customer today told you, I have storage on Microsoft Azure, I have a storage on cloud. Yes, we can deploy our server edition and select edition on Azure. And if you go today to the support.avaya.com, you will find one ISO image for Azure, for cloud-based. That means you have flexible deployment. We are not enforcing the customer and you to buy the servers from Avaya. Sell any server and a virtual machine, just stick to the limitations, to the requirement. Today in Avaya, we have a new platform, new servers, which is ACB. We have a lot of servers, but for mid-market, we are going to use only ACB 110 with two model. ACB 110/64, that will be used for the full capacity of server edition or the full capacity of select edition to reach 2000 extension or 3000 extension. ACB 110/64. We have another model, which ACB 110/240, the small one, which can be used for, to reach 1000 extension with server edition, or to be used with 1500 extension with select edition, the half of the capacity. Then we have 64 and we have 240 ACB 110. This is the appliance. This kind of appliance not come with virtual. You have to just download the ISO image. We are not asking you to buy Windows server. No, just buy that server from Avaya or from outside and take the ISO image and you can deploy the IB Office. We have another ACB 130 Profile 5 that can be used for Avaya Contact Center Select, SCCS. And by the way, if you are going to use ACB 130 Profile 5, server for server edition and SCCS on the same server, because it has the full good storage, good memory. It will be enough for you to install on one server, Avaya Server Edition and Avaya Contact Center Select on one server. But today, ASB 130 Profile 5 mandatory for SCCS, or which one similar to it. If we are talking about the resiliency, we have two modes in IB Office. We have the standard mode and we have the server-based mode. In the standard mode, to make connectivity between two branches, we need, as I told you, SCN license in every branch. And every SCN license will give you 4 concurrent calls, disk-to-disk calling. And if both branches are essential, that means we cannot enable the resiliency. But in case one of them is preferred edition, that means we can configure both of them connected to the preferred, to the application server, and we can enable the resiliency. In terms of the branch A down, all the IB phones connected to the branch A will be connected automatically to branch B. And that will be managed by the preferred edition, the centralized voicemail. Then, for resiliency, we need at least one site with preferred edition. Otherwise, with Essential, we cannot do resiliency. We can just connect between the branches to have voice over IP call between the branches. With SCN license, because today some of you will say, I can connect between two IB offices with SEP trunk. I can put SEP trunk in IB office 1, SEP trunk as a license, I mean, SEP license, trunk here and here, and I can connect. Yes, you can connect between two IB offices with the license of SEP trunk. Yeah, but that will enable only disk-to-disk dialing. But with SCN, when you put SCN, because SCN, it is private IB trunk for Avaya, it is H323, which will give you more features. What kind of features? If you are going to connect between two IB offices with SCN license, let me tell you. First of all, voice over IP calls between branch A to branch B will be free through the internet, through the VPN. Second, the caller ID, the caller number, all the details of the caller, it will appear. There is no problem between that. That will be good if you are making some trunks in Jeddah, for example, and the agent sitting in the IB office in Riyadh, and you would like to transfer the caller ID to the call center in Riyadh. You need SCN. Don't connect between them through the SIP trunk. Number 3, call pick up, like this feature, call forward, call pick up, call Beijing. With SCN, all these features will be enabled because the SCN license will convert the 2 IB offices to one system. That means you can do all the features of the Polish system, like a call pickup, call forward, call routing, presence, and you can access the directory of both IB offices in one directory, as well as you can connect the 2 IB offices to one voicemail brew. That means you can connect multiple IB offices to one voicemail brew to have a centralized voicemail, centralized call flow, centralized mailboxes, centralized storage for all mailboxes. That's the benefit of SCN. Without SCN, you cannot do it. And as well as you can enable the hot disking. Hot disking will enable you to go to any branch and use that phone for you. Just click on log out, there is a code, and click on log in and put your username, password, that's your extension. This is the hot disking. That means you can use any phone as your extension. Just log in, log out, and that's it. That's the hot disking. Even FlowMe, you can, when you travel to another branch, you can add some code to follow you. That means any extension will come to your real extension, it will follow you to the remote extensions. All these, even if you can listen to the message, to the voicemail from any extensions, because the SCN will allow centralized system. That's the resiliency in standard mode with preferred edition. We have another resiliency or high availability with surfer base, even either select edition or surfer edition. Okay, what we need to make high availability in surfer base or select base? We need to duplicate only 2 items. We need to duplicate the surfer base, the surfer. For example, if the primary surfer is ACB 10, 110, 240, the small one, then we need to duplicate that surfer. If we have the primary surfer ACB 110, 64, that means we need to duplicate that server only. This is the number 1. Number 2, we need to duplicate the edition license. If we are using the server edition, then we need to duplicate server edition, both, one for primary, one for secondary. If we are using select, we need to duplicate. That will make high availability for everything on the primary. For not everything, I mean for the all IB phones, for the all SIP phones, for the voicemail, for the 1X portal, for the soft phone, for the hand group, for the incoming call routing, for the trunk which be connected on the IB Office 500 B2. If you are doing web RTC integration on web, if the primary down, all of these will be connected automatically to the secondary server. Even all the branches will be connected in parallel to the secondary and primary. So if the primary down, the phones, the extensions, the hand to group, the incoming call routing, the voicemail, the greeting message will be same active in the secondary server. But you have to take care of the secondary server for 1 month. Otherwise, more than 1 month, everything will go down. You have to return the primary server during 1 month. This is number 1. Number 2, please don't shut down the secondary server during the failover. During this 1 month, and during the primary server is down, don't shut down or restart the secondary server. Once you do that, everything will go down, because all the details, the license will be like a virtual. It can be gone. Okay. Also, if someone asks me, is this a zero downtime? No, we have answer for that. For active calls, if there is 2 extensions calling together, there is active call between 2 extensions between the same branch or different branch, the active call will stay active. It will not disconnect. No one will disturb you, even the primary down. Then this solution will be active for active calls. Number 2, it will take 3 minutes for ideal phone. If you have an ideal phone, no one use it, it will take 3 minutes. If the primary down, it will take 3 minutes to recognize where is the secondary server. Then it will be this solution, we can say active for active phones, and require 3 minutes to ideal phone to connect to the secondary server. That's what we can. For analog and digital phones, where they are connected to the IPFS 500v2, you have to ensure the IPFS 500v2 not down. Otherwise, if the IPFS 500v2, any IP extensions connected to that IPFS v2 controller will be connected to the secondary. But any digital phone and analog phone, it will disconnect because the connectivity of digital and analog phone, it's direct to the port. But the connectivity of IP phone, it's not direct to the IPFS. It is going to the switch, and that switch will be connected to the router and to the IPFS. If that phone see that IPFS down, he will check in the router where is the secondary server. That's the idea of why only high availability everywhere, every brand, only for IP phones or cell phones. Because IP phone depend on the IP routing. Digital phones depend on the cable. If that cable, there is no signal, ما في حرارة, it will go down. As well as if we are talking about the security of SIP trunk. Today in IPFS, we can connect the SIP trunk directly to any IPFS. Preferred, essential, separate edition, select edition without any kind of middleware device from Avaya. But that will be not secure. To secure the IPFS, you have to buy Avaya Session Border Controller, SBC. And in SBC in Avaya, it can be used for two purposes. First purpose, as I said, to secure the SIP trunk, to make security for the SIP trunk from hacking. Number two, for the purpose two for SBC, you can use the SBC as a VPN list. That means you can use it to connect phone remotely from home, from your house, or soft phone remotely. If the customer wants to connect phones remotely, in somewhere there is no gateway, just phone connect to the internet, yes, you can connect these remote phones or soft phone directly to the IPFS through the SBC. What do you want? You want public IP address to be configured on that SBC. SBC, we have two kinds of SBC. We have virtual, which support up to 500 SIP trunk, to secure 500 SIP trunk, and we have server-based, which can support up to 5,000 SIP trunk. The other difference between the virtual and virtual cannot support the high availability, but the server-based, it can support the high availability. So you can duplicate the server to have high availability on the SBC. In case the main server down, the secondary server will take care of the SIP trunk and the remote endpoint, and everything will still active. And we have two kinds of license. We have standard license that will be required for any SIP trunk, and we have advanced license that will be required for connect any remote phones or soft phone remotely. Okay. If we are talking about the mobility in IPFS, mobility today we have unified application in Avaya, which can be used for enterprise or for IPFS. The application name is IX Workplace. Before it was Econix, and before it was Avaya Communicator, and before it was IPsoft Phone. Today, the name is IX Workplace, which you can download it on your mobile or PC or laptop or any kind like of these portable devices. And you need the power user license, but the IX Workplace only will work with preferred edition or server edition or select edition. And this application will support the presence and chat. You can do chat between same application user to user, and you can check the history and the directory, and you can integrate this application with your calendar, Outlook, to see the meetings, and you can make audio call and video call, and you can integrate as well as the IX Workplace with Avaya Scopia, maybe X5,000, maybe 7,000 SMB, or you can integrate the IX Workplace with Avaya Space Cloud, which we are using it today. Okay, then IX Workplace will support point-to-point video call free without any extra license, just by the same licensed power user. But if you need to make conference call, or if the customer asks you, I need to make a conference call between the employees inside the company who has Avaya hard phone video or soft phone video. That's the IX place. Yes, we can sell the customer Scopia XT desktop server. That's only server down on the right side. That server without any camera. If you buy this one line item, it will support, it will enable 9 soft phones or mix between soft phone and video phone to do video conference up to 9. XT desktop server, one line item, that's it. You can sell that device with IB Office. It will support you to do a video conference between 9. And if you have a ROMs, you can still sell the video conference XT5000 with SMB9 to support up to 9 conference call, or you can go to the Econix server base, which is more enterprise support, more than one virtual room, 10, 20, 100 users. And both of these solutions, XT desktop server, XT5000, and Econix, that's on-premise. That means it's not cloud, it is server-based, and you need to manage them locally. We will talk about the Avaya space. Then, if the customer today asks you about enabling video conference between the extensions, between the video phones or soft phones, just sell him Scopia XT desktop server, which will give you 9 concurrent video calls, video pictures. Okay. But if the customer asks for room, if he has a room like this room or bigger, then in that case you will sell him the cameras. We have XT5000, 7000, we have XT240, we have CU360. We'll talk about them. But if in case the customer just need to do conference between extensions, they have a soft phones or they have a video phones, we can sell him XT desktop server for IB Office, one server which will support up to 9. As well as by the same power user license, which will be used for soft phone, you can log into your extension through the web. That means today the power user will enable for you the web RTC. You can log into the web browser, use your web browser as your extension to do audio call, video call, business chat, and all the stuff of telephony extension. As well as with power user, today you can activate the Meet Me conference. Meet Me conference, it is just a feature, can be a button on web browser, or it can be button on the Outlook. This button allow you to select up to 64 internal or external extensions or numbers, and select the date and the time, and you can make this schedule weekly, every Wednesday or every Wednesday, and you can put name and click schedule. If these extensions, if you configure every extensions in your Outlook with email, they will get a notification to their email that Hamza invite you to, for example, tomorrow audio conference. This is audio conference. And you will get a notification, you can extend the conference, and this will be a plugin on your Outlook to make schedule your conference. This is the Meet Me conference. As well as you can apply the same from web browser, the same button of Meet Me conference. Not required any extra license. It can be enabled by the IB Office power user. As well as today, the power user, it will allow you to integrate our telephony feature on third-party desktop. Today, most of the customer, they are using Google application. They are using Office 365. They are using Skype for Business. They are using Microsoft Teams. They are using Outlook by daily basis. They are using Salesforce. Then some of the customer will ask you, why if I have call, if I need to receive a call or make call, I have to use the hard phone, or I have to use the soft phone and close my application, or switch between your soft phone and my third-party desktop application. No, we can enable the telephony feature on your third-party desktop. That means if this is a customer, he has a Skype for Business, we can allow him, enable him to use Skype for Business as an extension. Then when he receives a calls, he will answer from Skype for Business. If he need to call outside, he will call from Skype for Business through our IB Office. That's the kind of integration. Salesforce, Outlook, Skype for Business. We have another license for web collaboration, like what we are doing today, but what we are doing today over the cloud. But if the customer of IB Office asking to do the same but without video, to do share presentation, share slides, share desktop, share contents, whiteboards, up to 64, one license of web collaboration, it will allow you to make a conference call audio plus web collaboration, web slides, web presentation, web for training purpose or meetings. But if you need a video, you have to use the Avaya Scopia or Avaya Space. Also today with Avaya Preferred Edition or Surfer Edition or Select Edition, we can enable the call recording. As I told you, in the Preferred Edition, we need an external server, and we are going to download the application Media Manager. In terms of license, we need the Preferred Edition to be there. We need Media Manager license 1 only per system, and we need Voicemail Pro license depend on concurrent recording sessions. Ask the customer how many number of calls you would like to record at the same time. If he asks for 10, then sell him 10 Voicemail Pro license. But by the Preferred Edition, 4 coming free. Then in Surfer Edition and Select Edition, not required any external server. We can use the same server of Surfer Edition and Select Edition. Just we have to buy the Media Manager license 1, and we have to buy the Voicemail Pro to to record concurrent calls. Okay. Then Media Manager call recording will be enabled in Preferred Edition or Surfer Edition on Select Edition. In Preferred Edition, we need application server. In Surfer Edition Select, we don't need. How many number of concurrent calls we can record? Depend on the Voicemail Pro boards. Okay? That's very clear. And it is web application. You can filter, you can search for the calls by caller ID, by date, by time, by caller number, by length, and you can download, you can listen live to all the calls. It's web browser. Then, today in Avaya mid-market, at the iProfess core, we have a lot of license to take care about them. We have to manage number of voicemail boards. We have to manage number of IP endpoint. We have to manage number of sub-trunk. We have to manage which edition, the essential or preferred or select edition. Or if we have multiple branches, we have to manage how many number of Surfer Edition license to connect more than one branch. We have to manage a lot of complexity in design, complexity of licensing. And we have to upgrade the system every year. We have to go to the customer. If the customer in old release, he has to upgrade the system and he has to buy the support. That's headache. Headache and complexity in terms of license, in terms of design, in terms of upgrade, in terms of support. But let me tell you about the new model of Avaya subscription. Don't think about the pricing, because if you think about the pricing, absolutely, the iProfess, when you sell it one time, it's cheaper. If you go and the customer asks you 2 quotations, subscription for 3 years and iProfess one time, it will be one time, it's good, especially for small customers. But iProfess subscription, there is some points why the customer moving to the cloud or subscription. Number one, as I told you, the customer, if the customer think about he wants to pay monthly. He don't want to pay one time and maybe in the future he will through that system and change it. He don't want that headache. That customer which we are looking for. If the customer looking for simplicity in terms of design, just the customer will deal with you. He will buy from you only one license, but he will take everything, including support, including upgrade. He will not take care about the design because he will buy only 100 users. That means he will not ask you how many number of sub-trunk he has, because we will give him the full capacity of Select Edition. In iProfess subscription, we are give the customer everything in Select Edition. That means when the customer 10 users or 100 users buy 100 subscription user, we will give him the Select Edition with full license. He can reach up to 500 sub-trunk. He can use the 500 voicemail boards. He can record up to 500 call at the same time. He can connect up to 150 branch without come to us and add license of Surfer Edition and voicemail boards and IP endpoint in every branch. He has the latest version and he has the full support without buying to Avaya or any kind of support license upgrade. He will buy your quotation, it will be one line. That's it. What that one line? The one line is basic or essential or power. It's depend. Basic, that means he can use IB or digital phone, hard phone. Basic, that means hard phone with call recording. But there is no soft phone, there is no mobile endpoint, there is no Meet Me, there is no collaboration. Essential, he still can use any hard phone, IB or digital or analog, and light soft phone. Light soft phone means soft phone just to do video and audio call. But if the customer buy power user, for example, 10, he has everything for that user. He can use any kind of phones, he can use IX Workplace, he can use the web collaboration, he can use the Meet Me conference, he can use the integration with third-party SFDC, Google, Outlook, all that with power user. But we are not talking here about how many number of SIP trunk, no. We are not asking the customer how many number of voicemail bros. Do you need the recording? How many number of branch? No, we don't, you don't. Customer doesn't take care about all of that. Avaya will take care about everything. That means we will give him the full capacity of Select Edition. That's for you. Just give us money monthly for how many number of power, and that's it. Subscription. This is the subscription. It's no headache, no thinking about the license, no thinking about the expand. You can expand as you want to reach the full capacity of Select Edition. You can add any kind of branches, any kind of phones. You can enable the soft phone, the call recording, everything. And you don't have to take care about the support, the latest release, because Avaya will give you always the latest release. Support will be enabled for any problem. Just you have to pay for Avaya one line. Customer will pay for you, and you will pay for Avaya monthly basis, or if you can, yearly basis. That's the idea of subscription. Some of you, I'm sure, will ask me two questions. Question number one, he will ask me, where is the server? Where is the Select Edition? Where is the call recording? Where is the media manager? Where is the IX? Where is the main server edition? Where installed? This is the question number one. Question number two, where I have to put the trunk? Today in Saudi Arabia, as the policy that allow you to make the trunk in the cloud. These are two questions. To answer the question one, where you have to put the servers, we have three options by today. Option number one, it's up to the customer. If the customer is scary about the cloud, putting his servers in the cloud, he can bring a virtual machine or server and download it free with full capacity on his data center. And just he will pay for Avaya for subscription. The option number two, today we have agreement with Microsoft Azure Cloud. So as you as a customer or you as a partner, you can go to the Microsoft Azure and buy storage for you, and we will install the system for you in Microsoft Azure. Then it will be fully cloud. Then in that case, you will pay for Avaya for license, and you will pay for Microsoft Azure for the storage monthly. The third option, which is still not coming today, it will come in the future very soon, of the Avaya agreement with Ring Central. Avaya agreement with Ring Central, it is one of the biggest cloud companies around the world. That means no need to take care about the servers or Microsoft Azure, everything with us. That just you have to pay for Avaya and connect to our cloud, Avaya cloud. It will come soon. This is question number one. Question number two about the trunk. Yes, in the Saudi Arabia, if you have an analog trunk, you have to buy only control unit. That's it. Control unit, IPOPS 500 V2 with SD card and boards, depend on. If you have, for example, 4 analog trunk, you will put 1 combo card, 1 SD card, 1 IPOPS, 3 line items, and that's it. Connect it to the internet. No need to buy any license because it will be connected to the subscription, to the Select Edition without adding any license. You will say, do I need to buy the server edition or preferred edition to connect it to the cloud, to the subscription? No, just the hardware, 3 items, and that's it. Even if you have a SIP trunk, both the IPOPS with SD card, with card VCM, 1 card VCM 10 or like the combo, or VCM 32 or 64, and connect the SIP trunk. That will be like a gateway to take care about the trunk to the subscription. Then for the phones coming soon, now Avaya start give the phones in subscription monthly, but in Saudi and Gulf still coming soon. You will hear about Avaya can sell these phones with subscription, yani monthly payment. But today you have to buy the phones front payment. If someone asks me, what about the video conference? Video conference today we have cloud collaboration. We have the Avaya Space, which we are using it today with you. You can use the Avaya Space. You can register with Avaya cloud-based username, password, and enable your user and profile, and you can send this link like what we sent to you, and everyone will join to have a video call, audio call, chat, business, whiteboard, enable that. And as well as the Avaya Space will allow you to create multiple rooms, and you will assign, for example, room number 1 to multiple users, to multiple friends, to multiple colleagues, customers, and you will give him the access to that room. Once they have the access, and they can see all the history of calls. All the calls will be recorded with unlimited space. All the presentation, all the documents will be saved there, okay? And all the chat will be stored there, and as well as tasks and notes. That Avaya Space, it's more than video meeting or voice meeting. It's collaboration. Collaboration, that means you can use at a class, then the students can log into that class at any time without the teacher or with the teacher, and they can see everything, all the old calls, all the old classes already registered, and they can listen and repeat the session. That's the good thing. We have 3 kinds of license. We have essential and business and power. Essential free. Any one of you can go today to Avaya and ask for essential. It will give you audio conference only up to 50. That means you can use your link, send it to your customers to have an audio call up to 50, share the presentation with them, share the slides, that. But if you need a video to enable the video call, we have 2 kinds of license, business and power. The difference between them, number of concurrent participants. Business 200 and power 500 with unlimited storage, for recording, storage for sharing. You can use your Google Chrome with Avaya mobile application. And by the way, for example, with business, with business around like 200 something, if you buy for Avaya 200 something Riyal Saudi, you will have access for the business profile. You can make your conference calls up to 200 for 1 year, 200 something. With power user, 700 something plus for 1 year. That's very cheap solution comparing with other competitors. Believe me, and still we have a discount. Go and check all these features, how much the competitor can do. Unlimited classes you can create, unlimited virtual room, unlimited storage, unlimited shares, PowerPoint, whiteboard, chat, everything stored with unlimitation, okay? Last topic is the Avaya endpoint. Avaya endpoint. What's the new technology today? Most of the companies today around the world, they have endpoints. They have IP phones, digital phones, they have cameras, but what's the new technology? It's the wireless and Bluetooth. Today we have a series of phones. We have the digital phones, which is very old, 1.4 series, 9.5 series, all of you know about them. We have the G series, which is G129 up to G189, and some of these phones support Wi-Fi, I will tell you, and Bluetooth. When I say Wi-Fi, that means no need to connect the cable Cat6. Just connect the phones like to the power, and it will be connected to the access point. Today, some of the companies, there is no infrastructure in the office. Everything is wireless. That means you can go and sell these phones connected to the wireless, okay? And Bluetooth to connect this phone to the Bluetooth. We have hospitality phones, which can be used for hotels. We have a 3 series. And by the way, the G series and the hospitality phones can support IB and SIP. We have as well in the hospitality phones, H series, we have analog phones for the hotels with old cabling, analog. And we have executive video phones, vantage phones with camera, full open Android. We have a headset, we have a DECT phones, and we have a conference phone and camera. And the very important point for you, all these phones, this G series, Vantage series, DECT series, camera, headset, hospitality series, conference, B series, all of them, you can sell them as an open device. That means you can connect them to third-party telephony system like Aztec, like 3CX, like Grandstream, like Huawei. You still can sell Avaya phones as an open sale to third-party devices. That will increase your revenue. For G series, the G129, the G159, the G179, and the G189, the new one, all of them support Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Very important, notice that the G189, as per today, only support with Aura. But all the others can be supported for IP Office and Aura. Don't sell G189 until Avaya announce it can be connected to the IP Office. With G series, to enable the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, you have to buy the G100 series module, small module, and put it from the side. That means the phone will connect, that module will activate the wireless and the Bluetooth. Bluetooth, that means you can use any Bluetooth third party to handle the calls and to make calls. And wireless, that means you can connect the phone to the access point without Cat6 cable, without switching, without that kind of headache of core switches. No more. No more switching scores with the new technology of wireless phones. Vantage phones, K175, K165, K155, all of them with high definition camera, all of them open Android. You can use them for telephony system, for video conference, or for personal use. As they are open, you can download your Zoom, you can download your Skype, Amo, WhatsApp, any application, and use it to make personal calls as well. Headset, the very important point about Avaya headset, it supports harmless. Harmless, that means if the customer starts shouting, making noise, you can, the headset has the control to keep the same level of voice, so it will maintain it will give you the harmless to your health. Okay. And we have many kinds of headset with many kinds of connector. We have RG9 connector and USB and 3.5 connector and Bluetooth and the super connector. And we have a lot of cameras. Today I am using with you, I am using the HC050. I am connecting it to my laptop and open the Avaya space. I'm doing with you video conference. Just the camera HC050 with my laptop through the USB cable. That's it. You can use even the HC20 on your screen, or you can use the CU360 with more options. Today the C360, it can be used as a camera for video conference. It can be connected wireless. It can be connected to the Bluetooth. You can connect it to the screen, to your laptops to do share presentation. In this room, how many number of things we have? We have a whiteboard. We have a HDMI cable. We have a Cat6 cable. We have so many things. But the future room without anything, just the camera and the screen. And this camera will be connected to your laptop through wireless, and it will be connected to the networking through wireless, and you can share your presentation, and you can use it with touch screen with whiteboard to avoid like this whiteboards. So it's all in one, and at the end it is open Android. You can download inside this camera your own application, Zoom, Skype for Business, Amo, Avaya Spaces, any kind of application. So you can use this camera for your personal use in the home, not for the company. The last thing, you can connect the CU360 as an extension with IP Office. That means you can configure CU360 as the IP extension. So you can handle the calls, receive the calls, make the calls with outside the company. As well as we have small hub. This hub will connect your laptop to multiple devices. This hub will be used to connect your laptop to the C60, to HC50, to the speaker. It is like a hub to connect multiple devices to your laptop. This is like a new device from Avaya. Then for today, I finish my unified communication. Next session will be about the Avaya Mid-Market Contact Center, call reporting, SCR, and ACCS. And the session after that will be for Avaya Centrum applications, which is the call billing, appointment schedule, SMS, customer survey, chatbot, callback manager, and social media and the others application. We will talk about them in 1 hour, how you can sell them, how you can increase your revenue, how you can lock the customer instead of today most of the customer looking for Avaya for telephony, go to the third-party companies to have this kind of integration. Today with this application, you can go and sell all in one. That's for today session. Market is ready, and we as Avaya ready to support you, support the customer all in one applications. But are you ready for that? If you are not ready, we will help you for that. And thank you very much. If you have any question, go ahead. G series phone, what is the model support call center agent and headset? Yeah, all of them support headset, but always we are selling G179 or G169. Okay? No more question about the Avaya Unified Communication for today? Do you have a data sheet paper between all editions? Yes, I will share with you a full presentation with data sheets to compare between all the IPOFIS sheets and give you a full detail. I will share it with you after this session. I think no more question. If someone has a question, just go ahead, open your microphone, or we finish. We're done for today. Ali Bishara, you can finish this call. And
okay, thank you, Hamza. Thank you so much, Hamza. If no more questions, then just last reminder, please just write your name, email, and the company name in the chat section. And please note also all the next sessions. So the next session will be on November 12, 10 a.m. It will be about the Avaya mid-size contact center. It will be presented by Hamza as well. So please make sure to register in the session. I had so many questions, people asking about the session link. So for your information, once you register in the session, okay, you receive an email, confirmation email from Avaya, and inside the email you'll find something like a button saying add to your calendar. So once you open this link, you will have the session added to your calendar, and there you'll find the session link. So please try it out, and you'll find the link there. And in case still you did not find it, I'm ready to help. You can send me an email and I will share with you the link. I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for attending, and I hope to see you all in the next session. Have a good day.
Have a good day, all, and see you in the next training, inshallah.